Okay, so we've logged into the iSpaniel portal as a user with admin rights, and we click on Configuration, Asset Lifecycle, and then Lifecycle Templates. So this loads up the iSpaniel lifecycle templates. So we have the templates that we've already configured in the system, and if we want to add a new one, we just click on Add New Lifecycle Template, give it a name, and then we start to add our stages. So this particular one, we want to have a collection stage, a delivery, a filling, inspection, maybe a transfer, and a maintenance. Okay, so I haven't really paid too much attention to the order that I've dragged these in, but I do want to have certain things in a particular order. We'll just add clean in there as well, actually. So the first thing I want to happen is for all of my assets to be cleaned first before they're filled. So to enforce this link, to make sure that filling can only happen after cleaning, we simply put a tick into that box, so require first step. So that basically means we can't do a fill until it's been cleaned. And then the others, we can just order them so we know, that they're in some kind of logical order, but they could pretty much happen at any point within the life cycle. It's only this one that's going to be enforced at a particular point. So some of the other options that we have in here, we have transfer, deliver, and then those are repeatable. So basically that means that we can do a transfer after another transfer after another transfer. And the reason we might want to do that is because we're moving it through a supply chain, might be transferred to several different places before the final delivery. And delivery, so we don't want that one to be repeatable. Maintenance, so once it's been delivered, we may do maintenance on site, or we may do maintenance after a collection, for example, if it's going back to a location where maintenance is performed. We do the inspection on site, so we'll drop inspection in there and say that's required. That can only happen after delivery, and then we say that is also repeatable. So in inspection, we've also got notes. So in there, we can, when the inspection task is performed using the app, the user can add notes to say, what they've found, or anything that thinks might be useful for people looking through the audit trail to know. And the final thing we've got here that's of interest is the categories. So maintenance has categories. So if we have to set some categories for this particular task, because we've said in the stages that it requires subcategories. So we can go in and we can say this is an interim maintenance. Add that, and then full service there. And so when we conduct the maintenance task using the app, we'll be asked to select from one of these subcategories, so you can keep a track of your maintenance. Okay, so we'll save that and then save that. So that template is now created, and all we need to do now is assign it to an asset type. So if we go to our asset type, and while we're in asset type, we click on new asset type, give it a name. We can optionally select a colour, so we randomly get chosen a colour as it appears within the portal, and we can change that if we want to whatever we want. And then some other options to set, but what we're concerned about is adding a template to this particular asset. So this will determine the workflow that this particular asset type follows. So we're going to select the template we just created. Now, because we have cleaning and maintenance within this template, we have to specify the interval that those things need to happen. So for example, if cleaning needs to occur every 5 weeks, maintenance has to occur every 6 months, we can specify that, then we're able to report on these things within the portal, so we can see the assets that were when they were last cleaned, and be notified when they're due for cleaning or maintenance, or also when they're overdue for cleaning or maintenance. So it allows you to easily keep a track on things like that if your policy requires it. If we click save, and then we get a bit of an overview of the workflow it's going to follow and the other details, and then we're done.